My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Hey guys, Kam here and welcome back to Let's Play Call of Juarez Gunslinger. And there's just one depressing thing after another, isn't it?
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Not good news, guys. Nope. Nope. Where the hell do I go now? Yeah, there we go.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge.
What'd you say? I can't hear a god.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there. I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados.
I like this one better, I think.
Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
I mean, the quick shooter
Well,
is
what about the passengers?
quicker.
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
And it reloads faster. but these drones look really cool.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights.
Oh, you
But I
do?
was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death.
No man, you can always worry about
Odds
falling
were
to
I
your
was
death.
likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
I'm gonna shoot you dead.
You are going to try.
At times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
And exploded.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Did they?
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that?
Take cover! Retreat! Retreat!
He's killing everybody.
They'll kill us all!
It's a plan.
You're dead.
These shotgun guys are really strong.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Okay, not yet.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Come on, speed. Speed. What the hell? That was fast. That was really fucking fast.
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Oh man. Okay guys. Man, that that last duel left me a bit pumped up. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode of Call of Juarez, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.